Alright, so in this video I'm going to be talking about how to get as strong as possible before the next update. I'm sure a few people are actually getting back into this game because, it's actually getting updated after like 5 months of no updates. So this video will be for anybody who doesn't know what to focus on, before the update. I feel like a lot of people want to know what they should spend their time on and what they shouldn't spend their time on. Now this is just my opinion of what people should focus on, people who are getting back into the game because it's updating, the people who haven't played in a while because it hasn't been updated in ages. This is just my opinion of what you should focus on, how to get as strong as possible before the update. Alright, so the first thing I would do is get to level 151 as fast as possible. Now I wouldn't get carried there, because if you get carried from like level 100 to 151, by the time you get there, your cards and characters and accessories are not going to be very good. So unless you got really lucky, everything's going to be really difficult. As I'm sure all of you know, everything scales with your level. So when you level up, boss rush gets harder, speed rate gets harder. So if you're level 151 and you only have like level 106 cards, then everything's going to be too hard for you to do. That's why I wouldn't recommend getting carried. So what I would recommend doing is save all of your double XP for the weekends, because I'm sure a lot of people either have school or work and don't have much time to play during the weekdays. So I'd recommend saving all of your double XP for the weekend, so you'll have quadruple XP and leveling up should be a lot easier and nicer. Also, another thing, if you can play with friends, that's also very nice, because playing with people for most people is a lot more fun than playing on your own. So if you have people to play with, then definitely play with them. So while you're leveling up, or once you get to level 151, what I'd recommend doing next is getting a fruit. Now I'd recommend either getting an epic or a legendary. I wouldn't even bother trying to get a mythic fruit right now, because mythic fruits aren't going anywhere, and I can't imagine they will be bad next update, so I wouldn't even worry about that. Now I would only ever spin when it's Reaper, because Phoenix is the best legendary, and if you get lucky and get a mythic, you want Reaper. Reaper is much better than Robot Fruit pretty much for like everything in the game. Robot Fruit is only better for like raids, and that's if you have like the specific stats for it. But other than that, Reaper Fruit is better for everything. It's better for dimensions, time challenge, infinite, speed raid, everything. So I would recommend it just trying to get either a legendary or an epic, and of course preferably legendary, because they're very very good. But epics are also very good. So once you go into them, I wouldn't even bother with fruits anymore. So once you get to level 151, the next step is 3 mythic cards. Now 3 mythic cards, if you don't already have them at level 151, is going to increase your damage by a good amount. And mythic cards are pretty easy to get. By the time you reach level 151, you should have enough gems to do some boss rushes, or maybe you got some level 151 mythic cards. Just some gems to do some boss rushes, and then boss rushes is a really easy way to get mythic cards because it's only 750, pretty cheap. Now I wouldn't worry about stats. I would just try to get 3 mythic cards. I wouldn't even bother about trying to get good stats. Right now we just want 3 level 151 mythic cards. And once you get them, of course you're going to want to upgrade your mythic cards to max level. Again, I wouldn't worry if they have good or bad substats right now, because right now you just want to kind of build a foundation and have decent everything. And once you get decent everything, that's when you can focus on the real specifics, the good substats, the better fruits and all that. Alright, so next is pets. Now of course you don't have to do these in any specific order. You can spin pets while you're spinning fruits, because they're 2 different currencies. So for pets, there's a few options you can choose. Now there's the best mythic pet in the game right now, which is Kurumi. But you're not guaranteed to get Kurumi. So Kurumi is the best, and Aqua is one of the worst mythic pets in the game. So you can either spin for a Kurumi and chance getting her, or Aqua, or you can go for a guarantee mythic. Now the best guarantee mythic that you can roll right now is Goku, but he does go in 19 days. So if you think you can get him before the update, then I would spin on Goku. But if you don't think you can get him, then you either want to spin on Luffy. Luffy isn't a great pet, but he is guaranteed. He's better than Aqua. So the choice is up to you whether you want to spin on Kurumi or Luffy. You're guaranteed to get Luffy, but he's nowhere near as good as Kurumi. But you're not guaranteed to get Kurumi, and if you get Aqua, she's really bad. She's worse than Luffy. So it's up to you whether you want to spin on Kurumi or Luffy. Or if you think you can get Goku before the update, then I would spin on Goku. Alright, so for characters, Goku is currently the strongest raid character you can get. So I would recommend getting him. He's only 3,600 raid tokens. He's not that expensive, and also you can possibly drop him in the raid. And for assists, there are some good cheap assists. There's Eden. Her awakening gives 12% attack for 15 seconds. And there is Rimuru. He also gives 12% attack for 15 seconds. They only cost 1,600 gems, and they're not very expensive to awaken. They are only 2,000 gems to awaken, so they're definitely really good assists if you don't already have assists. Now for gacha characters, if you think you can get one of these before the update, then I would definitely recommend going for it. Of course, you can choose which one you want to go for, but out of these two, Alpha's better. Not only is she a better assist, but she's a better main. So if you think you can get it before the update is over, then definitely go for it. But if you can't, I wouldn't worry about it. There's always the possibility they get put into special gacha. Yeah, so if you want to go for them, then definitely go for them. If you don't, then I wouldn't worry about it. So next is accessory. I would probably buy the maneuver gear because it's 15% boss damage. It's one of the best accessories you can get, and it is very cheap. So if you want it to do like Divine Guardian, because that is where you get currently the best boss damage accessory in the game, now of course you can do it and try and drop one. But what I'd recommend doing is buying a maneuver gear, because they're very cheap, only 1,400, and once you have it, like, you don't have to worry about it then. You get plus 15% boss damage. Again, I wouldn't worry about substats. It's kind of like the mythic cards, but once you have it, you're good. And then once you have everything else, then focus on better substats, or trying to get Divine Guardian wings, because they're the best. Okay, and finally is collection. I would focus on collection, kind of once you have that foundation. Once you have a decent fruit, decent character, decent assist, that's when I would focus on stat collection, because stat collection is like really good. It gives you a lot of extra damage and substats. So once you have everything that you need, I would then buy all of the costumes that you can, and then buy all of the characters that you can as well. Oh, I almost forgot to mention upgrades. Upgrades are also incredibly useful, and you should have probably a good few of these cleared by the time you get to level 151, or by the time you have everything. Probably have this cleared. Damage done, you'll definitely have cleared. This is such a low amount of damage to do now. When this first came out, 1.5 billion was a lot, but now you can get it super easily, and it's 5% mob damage, which is good for dimensions. Time played, this will take you a long time to get. It is a lot of crit damage, and it's not just 15%, like all of these stack, so it's 15 plus 7 plus 4 plus 2. It's the same with all of these. Time challenge is very doable. Getting 750 now. Time challenge is very doable. Raids cleared, this is going to take you a while, but you'll eventually get there. Boss rushes are also doing 150 is very doable, because you can do dimensions and then buy boss rush tickets. Alright, so that's it. That's what I would do for anybody getting back into the game, or for anybody who doesn't know what to focus on. I would just recommend, you know, building like a solid foundation and getting, you know, 3151 mythic cards, get a mythic accessory, get a decent character, assists, fruits, pet, and then once you know, have all of that, that's when you can start focusing on like the substats for your cards, or that's when you can start trying to go for Garo pet or a mythic fruit. So those are the main things that I would focus on getting back into this game, you know, to get as strong as possible before the next update. If I missed anything, or if anybody else has any, you know, like tips or tricks or what they think would be better to focus on, then you can always leave a comment. So if you have any questions, or if I got something wrong about this video, if there's anything you'd like to say, then please feel free to comment. I love responding to comments. I think it's so cool that, you know, someone is actually interested in the videos that I'm making and is actually curious about something and is willing to ask me. I think it's really cool. So if you watched this far, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It does mean a lot. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.